Hello, my name is Devin Hill, and this is my sample 2 of a judge's critique. It is for a junior level intermediate jazz solo. So first off, I want to say that you have very solid technique and a very strong foundation in jazz dance. This was very apparent in how high your passes were, how dynamic your développés were. Your leaps were very strong and very sharp. It's very, very clear that you have a very strong foundation in jazz. The only thing that I would say is that jazz is an African diasporic style. So when you are looking at transitions especially, it's very important to understand the groundedness of jazz and how you are connected to the earth. There were moments where you lost a little bit of that in your plie. You were up very, very high, and jazz sits down a little bit lower. So how can you connect back to those grounded roots of jazz so that in those moments when you have to be rooted and down into the earth, that you really are sinking into those transitions? That will bring a bigger contrast from those low grounded moments to those high moments where you're leaping up in the air or when you're turning extremely fast. It's going to bring more dynamic to that, and then also just truly honor the style and the form of jazz. Your musicality was spot on. It was sharp. It was quick. You had the head motions. You had the facial expressions. You really connected to this music in a way that I feel like just brought it to life. You embodied those accents and those really sharp hits. And not only did you just embody it, but you truly sold it as well. And that was something that was really, really wonderful to see. I think something that I would share with you is just thinking about the texture of the musicality. You played a lot in the very sharp, quick moments, but there were also some moments too that could have been a little bit more soft. And you can also sit into those and play with those as well. So I think that's something that I would challenge you with next time is how are you changing between the sharp dynamics? Because jazz has a lot of fast, very quick, but it can also settle down as well. And your performance quality. Your performance quality was outstanding. You really played with the audience. You were really focusing in terms of where your eyes going. Your focus was very direct, and that was really wonderful to see. The only thing I would say is to just keep digging into that. How can you start to make your performance come to the forefront? Because there were some moments where you did seem a little bit disconnected. You were kind of going in and out of the fierceness of the piece. And so how can you keep that dynamic? Once you find what that dynamic is, how can you keep it consistent throughout your entire routine? Good job.